Dear friends, please subscribe yo.com and press the bell button for recent updates. Thank for watching.
u.com.
Welcome students. So in this session we are going to study blood cell counter part 2. In the last session we had studied the blood cell counter part 1. So here we are going to see the blood cell counter part 2. Let us enter into session. So in the last class we studied the basis of blood cell, that is what is white blood cell, what is red blood cell, what is plates, what is hemoglobin, etc. Then we studied the two different measurement of blood cells, that is hematocrit determination and manual method. These two methods we have studied in the last session. Okay, so in this session we are going to study the conductivity method and the laser based cell counting method. Okay, so the conductivity method and laser based cell counting method, this is the two blood cell counting method we are going to study today. Okay, first we are going to see the conductivity method. What is conductivity? So conductivity means the electrical conductivity. Actually the current conduction or the electrons flow from one side to another side. So here the liquid is used as a conductor. So the blood cell is a resistor. The blood cell resists the electrons flow conduction. So according to this principle, here we are going to study, we are going to calculate the blood cells. So it is also called as Hotler method. Okay, so the Hotler principle, that is well under contract to the United States Navy in the last 1940s. Wallace H. Hotler developed the technology for counting the seizing particles using impedance measurement. The technology was principally developed to count blood cells quickly by measuring changes in electrical conductance as cell suspended in a conductive fluid passed through small orifice. Okay. So presently over 90% of automated cell counter incorporate this technology, which is related to the Hotler principle. Okay, so this conductivity method is also called as conductivity method. Okay, right. So this is a diagram. So this is on beaker. Okay, actually this is called as a beaker or container. So it has the diluted blood. So it has the diluted blood. So this blood is diluted with some solution. Okay, that is a conductive solution. Then that beaker or the container is covered by one tube, that is a glass tube. The glass tube contains small orifice. Okay, right. So it has two electrodes. One electrode present in the diluted blood, another one electrode is present inside the glass tube. Okay, here we are going to measure the conductivity between these two electrodes. So according to the conductivity, so we are going to measure the blood cells in the blood. Okay, see the detailed block diagram. So this is the container or beaker. So it has the diluted blood. Okay, this is the diluted blood. Then this is another one tube, glass tube. So it is also containing some liquid. Okay, and along with some electrode. This is one electrode. This is a platinum electrode. This is the second one, that is another one electrode. This is a orifice. Orifice means very narrow hole or gap. Okay, so this is a diluted blood. Okay, the blood's conduction between the electrode, these two electrodes, is only through this orifice. Okay, so conduction through only through the orifice. So the electric conduction, that is depends on the flowing of solution from this diluted blood to inside this glass tube. So that is depends on the flow, the conductivity, that is depends on the flow. So the plates or some blood cells are flowing through this orifice that that disturb the conductivity. Okay, that is disturb the conductivity. At the time the conductivity is very less, so the conductivity meter shows a very lowest value when some cells are passing through the orifice. Okay, right. Then the conductivity meter output is given to the threshold circuit. So the threshold circuit produce some selective peaks of output to the next stage. Okay, some of the lower terms are rejected in threshold circuits. Then the pulse gate, that is used to generate the pulse, and this that is given to counter count the pulses. Okay, right. Here you are having the switch, there is a 3 and 4 is used for first contact and the second contact. Here the U tube containing, that is a U-shaped tube containing mercury. This is a, that is a fifth one is a suction pump. This is a pump. This pump sucks the air in this way. At the time through this small hole, the solution that is flowing through the small hole to this glass tube. Okay, when during the time of suction, this mercury flowing to 3, this is the first contact, and also it is flowing to the 4th second contact. When the second it reaches the second contact, so automatically the pulse gate is switched off. Okay, when it is reaches the first contact, at the time pulse gate is switched on. Okay, so this block gives a start and stop signal to counter through the pulse gate. Okay, so whenever the pulse gate is switched on, at the time the counter count the pulses. Other time the counter receive no pulses. Okay, this is a process. This way we are going to calculate the blood cells. Okay, right. See, there are some theory. Initially the blood cell have lower electricity than solution. Blood cell have very lower electricity than solution. The beaker containing diluted blood solution, that is closed by the tube with a small orifice inserted in the beaker. Okay, the conduction between solution and the glass tube is through the orifice, only through the small narrow hole, that is called orifice. The conduction depends on diameter of the orifice. If the diameter of the orifice is higher, then large amount of current is flowing. Large amount of current, not like that. Okay, some electric electrons are flowing. If it is very small, means small amount of electrons only flow. Okay, that is the conductivity depends on the orifice diameter. The glass tube connected with the suction pump, that is with U tube, okay, filled with some mercury. Okay, right. So this is a suction pump. This is a tube with mercury that is in U shape. Okay, right. Then another end of the mercury, the tube connected with the two contact, that is a 3 and 4. According to this contact, it will switch on and switch off the gate. Then due to the suction, the solution flow from beaker to glass tube through orifice. So suction means this pump suck the air inside the glass tube. So due to that, the small amount of the solution is flowing through the orifice. Okay, at the time here the conduction is takes place. Okay, conduction is takes place. Sometimes the conduction is cut off or very lower, that is due to the blood cell flowing that through the orifice. When blood cell flowing through the orifice, at the time conductivity is very low, so this is, it produces some pulses. Okay, right. So when blood cell passing the conduction, passing, at the time the conduction is affected, blood cell block electrical conduction. The blood cell blocks electrical conduction. The change gives pulse in, the change gives the pulse output of conductivity meter. The amplitude of the pulse is proportional to the volume of the blood cell. Okay, the amplitude of the pulse, that is proportional to the volume of the blood cell. So more blood cells flowing means at the time pulse amplitude is very high. The threshold circuit allows some particular pulses to the next stage. It blocks some lower peak pulses. These pulses are given to the counter through gate. The gate is used to switch on and switch off the counter. The gate is controlled by the mercury tube. The mercury reaches the first contact at the time the gate is open. Now the pulses are flowing to the counter counting the pulses. When the mercury reaches a second contact, at the time automatically what will happen? Automatically the gate is closed, so the pulse is flowing to the counter is stopped. Okay, so number of cells in the solution can be counted by using this method. The count completed within a few seconds. This method is used for counting RBC, hemoglobin and WBC cells. Okay, so this is a conductivity method, very important method. So 98% of blood automated conductivity blood cell counter use this method. Okay, 98% of automated blood cell counter mechanism use this method. Okay, right. Next we are going to see laser based cell counter. The laser based cell counter is a very modern technique. By using the laser based cell counter, we can find the count of red blood cell, white blood cell and hemoglobin concentration. Okay, right. How it is works? So the principle of laser based cell counter is the angle of scattered light is different for different sized blood cells. That is the principle. So according to the different reflected light or scattered light, we can get the count value. So this is a setup diagram. So this is our small capillary tube. Inside the tube we filled the bloods. Okay, diluted blood. Okay, then this is a laser source, and the laser source, it generates the laser light. Laser light is passing through the capillary tube. So some amount of light is scattered in different angle. Okay, and the scattered light is detected by the different number of detector. Okay, so some amount of beam is flowing this way. Okay, so the circle is indicates the blood cell. The blood cell change the direction of the laser wave. Okay, according to the angle, the detector detect the different wave and it will give the count of the blood cells. Okay, right. So blood is the procedure or the process. Blood is initially diluted and passed through the capillary tube. Then laser light is passed through the capillary tube. The light is scattered by the blood cells. Okay, the scattering angle of plates and RBC are different. Okay, the scattering angle is different for different blood cells. They are detected by the different photo detectors. Okay, the detector's output is given to digital voltmeter, which gives the density of the blood cells. Okay, some agent is used to destroy RBG cells while we are counting WBC cell. If we want to measure the count of WBC, we must destroy the RBC. Okay, so that is to destroy the RBC they will use some agent or liquid. Okay, right. Hemoglobin concentration also measured by using this laser based method. Okay, right. It is a very easiest method, so very fastest one. Okay, right. So these are the blood cell counting methods. Okay, so around totally four methods are available to measure the different blood cells. Okay, so very important questions. Okay, study well. Thanks for watching. Bye.